Hello and welcome to Manage Your Money, a show where we help you plan and channel your finances to reach your life goals. We have our expert financial planner Gaurav Mashruwala joining us on the show, and today we are joined by two very bright students, Anuj and Madhav, who've had their very first brush with earning money. Both of them are brimming with questions on what to do with their money.
Hello sir, my name is Madhav. So I would like to ask you, since I am in college right now, should I start the financial planning right now or should I wait for some later stage?
So what is the later stage for you?
Maybe 2-3 years or 5 years.
Or maybe Gaurav, when he has a steady stream of income, now it's the income is also not very large. Should he be waiting for that or should he start right away?
So depends what your ultimate aim is. Do you want to create a lot of wealth for yourself? Do you want to be wealthy?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay, so here is what Warren Buffett had said. He made his first investment in stocks when he was 11 years old and he said he was late. So you take your call. Do you want to start now or do you want to start later? It's absolutely your money, your income and your choices. I would suggest start at least as a habit, because the faster you start, it's not about the investment, it's a time. So since you are a student, and I'll probably throw in some mathematical number. So when we do that compound interest calculation, if you recall the formulas, it's not the R which is important, it's not the rate of return, it's the tenure. The longer the compounding, the longer the tenure, higher the returns. And the same thing is applicable here. The faster you start, more time you give it to your investments, more they will grow. But it's absolutely your call. My suggestion would be start at the earliest.
Okay, so hi, this is Anuj Gandhi. So I had a question. When you talk about investing, my simple question is, when you talk about investing, you talk about instruments such as SIPs and other insurance policies as well, and mutual funds, etc., etc. So now when you talk about such terms, us as young students, we don't know much about it. We don't know much in depth about it. So if you could just enlighten us what these things are, what SIPs are, what mutual funds really are, and how it works in our favor.
Okay, so let me start with what mutual fund is and then come to SIP. So I'll try and make your life a little simpler. Say from Delhi you want to go to Mumbai, you have a couple of options. You can fly, you can take a train, you can drive on your own, or you can probably have a chauffeur driven car or whatever. It may not be very comfortable, but you can have those options. Now if you're driving your own vehicle, it's like making your own investments directly. So you go and put money in fixed deposit, or you go and pick up bonds, or you go and pick up direct equity or buy gold. That's like doing direct. The second option is that you are being driven by somebody. That's like giving it to a portfolio manager. When it comes to third, which is mutual fund, it's like you taking a public transport, you taking a vehicle, transportation vehicle which is for masses. So it could be train, it could be plane, where you have to go to an airport or a railway station. There are predefined starting time and an ending time. And if it's a train, there could be stoppages, and the entire journey is predefined. Mutual fund is something like that. They announce their schemes beforehand, whether it will be investing into stock market, which is called equity, or they'll be doing into a debt market. A more simpler parlance could be debt, debentures and bonds. Fixed deposit is not what they put in money, but fixed deposit is another kind of debt instrument. Or they could be investing in gold, and at some point of time we even have real estate. So it's like the scheme parameters and the philosophy and strategies announced. You believe in that, you feel that will help you create wealth, and hence you invest. But you don't have control on how that money will be managed. Where will that be put in? You decide to put in, you can take out money on your own whenever you want. So that's the control that you have. That's what mutual fund is. Does that answer the first part, or is there a query? Then I'll go to SIP. But am I clear on the first part?
Yeah, the analogy made sense, but however, I don't know the specifics about it.
Okay, so there are a couple of websites that you may want to visit. For example, Reserve Bank of India has a brilliant website for education. In fact, they've made some very good comics. So you may want to look at that. SEBI has their stuff. Then there is this NISM, which is an initiative by various financial regulators, and there they have lot of content which is really good, which is for common people, including students. So visit that. You all are much more net savvier than we are, and hence I would encourage, there are some films there, there are some material there, there are things that you can download. I would say spend time on that. That will make your life much more simpler, and just keep doing it if you want to create wealth. SIP is, have you heard what recurring deposit is in bank, where you keep investing fixed amount on regular basis? Okay. So SIP is a similar kind of stuff that you do it in a mutual fund, a systematic investment plan. Jokingly we say it's sipping market slowly, but all mutual funds does not necessarily invest into equity. So SIP is a similar like recurring deposit. In recurring deposit, you are investing on a regular basis into a bank deposit. Here you are putting money regularly in a mutual fund scheme. Now that could be that scheme could be investing in stock market or gold or debt based instrument, as I said earlier, but it's a kind of regular investment, a fixed amount going. It's about creating a habit, saying that from my regular income or inflow, it could be pocket money, I'm going to put aside certain money, and then I'm going to spend rest of the money. Did that make sense? Was I clear enough?
Yes, that was pretty clear enough.
Okay, great, thanks.
Both Madhav and Anuj have a lot of questions on what they should do specifically with what they earn. I caught up with Anuj actually, and to see how he manages both work and studies.
Anuj Gandhi is not your regular college student. When kids his age were busy blowing up their pocket money, Anuj decided to become financially independent early on. He's completed 18 months of internships and 8 months of full-time work.
Everybody's running around you and you need to run a little faster. Just having a degree does not suffice anything, because 6,000 other students are also doing the same thing. So you have to do that one thing which makes you stand out.
A final year BCom student, Anuj has used his earnings to buy a laptop and finance a car. He wants to work for another few years before going abroad to study management in an Ivy League college.
My current financial goal is just to stay independent and pay for my car loan, EMIs, and save a good amount so that I'm at least able to kickstart my education post-graduation after my job experience.
Anuj has tried short-term ventures to multiply his money. Some worked, some didn't. But now he wants his money to work for him to secure his future.